Today we're going to be reviewing CryptoRaiders, a very exciting game with the option of scholarship, guild. Yeah, this is a game that's going to be really fun to explore. My name is Lord Richy. I'm going to be covering everything in detail in this video. Yes, so this is CryptoRaiders. It's a utility-based NFT RPG game that draws inspiration from Zrun and World of Warcraft. It allows players to send characters into battles, to loot dungeons, defeat bosses, and earn tokens. Let's get started by talking a little bit more about the team. It's a group of pseudo or semi-pseudo anonymous friends who pulled a bit of money together and built this game. So main people involved with this one are Speculator Art, is a well-known NFT Twitter participant, and then we also have Nate Liaison. He's an outstanding and heavy follow developer. He works on the game economy, the tokenomics. He's a tokenomics expert, and he's doing some outstanding work here on Crypto Gamers. He's previously founded the marketing agency Growth Machine, but surprisingly, they haven't used a lot of marketing for this game, and that was very unique in comparison to other play-to-earn games. They've really been focusing on building the game and building the economy. Nate also has a pretty cool newsletter, and I love how he's taking his notes right here, because every single book or article that he reads, he always keep track of it. So if you want to learn more about Nate, make sure to follow him on Twitter and check his blog, and also check out Speculator Art, who's also involved into the making of this game. So in CryptoRaiders, you have characters. There's about 38,000 of them on OpenSea, about 1,800 traded, and 2,600 owners. Here are some of the characters. Be careful, because in this game, unlike other games, your character can die. This is something that is very unique to this game. You allow players to send character into battle, to loot dungeon, defeat bosses, and earn token. But be careful, because death in the game is permanent. It's not like in Axie Infinity where you can fight as many opponents as you want and still be alive. In this one, if you die, you're dead. So there's a couple different characters, as you can see. I actually just acquired one on OpenSea yesterday while I was doing all my in-depth research for this game. You're gonna notice that there's a couple of different ones. Oh, this one is naked. But there's a couple of different characters that you're gonna be able to own. So you have humans, you have health, you have cyborg, and you have skeleton. Over here is mainly human, but I believe that we can filter it to see, for example, the blue elf, like this one, or we can see the white elf, which is a different race of character. We also have the orc right here on OpenSea that you can buy. I was really tempted to get an orc, but they're selling for a lot more than the other characters. You also get the fairy that you can hold in the game. There are no attribute difference between each character in the game, but you technically just have to pick the one that looks the best. Yeah, here, exactly what I was just saying. Who are the characters? Are there any difference between them? There are no attribute difference. Choose them entirely on what you think looks the best. All attributes come from gear and potions that drop in dungeon. Here they're talking about the Genesis character. There were 7,500 characters available. There were John, Mike, Tammy, Old Man, Elf, Orc, Dark Elf, Cyborgs, and Skeleton. And they were starting at a pretty low price of 0.015 ETH. If you go back to the marketplace right now, the floor price currently is 0.08 ETH. So in the game, there are 8 unique races of raiders that are fully cosmetic, no impact on gameplay. Unlike many project raiders don't have rarity traits, race equal rarity. You also have different raider supply, 7,500 Gen 1 Genesis, the one that we just talked about earlier over here. And then you also have 7,500 Gen 2 and 7,800 Gen 3. I believe that there's actually an advantage of having different generation. I don't remember where I found that, but I'll look for it after and try to give you more detail about this. You also can own mobs in the game. Mobs in the game are kind of like your typical enemy, but let's take a look quickly at those mobs. Here are some of them. The mob can be thought as the boss villain of the game. In most games, there are NPCs that inspire fright and admiration. Because of the technology at hand, CryptoRaiders decided to shift this idea radically. They airdrop mobs to holders in the community as NFT. They decided to let the players of this game own the villain. And there are some benefit in owning the villain. You do not need to stake the NFT and you do not need to play as the mob. All you need to do is own and it generates income. As it's destroying and killing the other raiders, then you're going to be earning income. Just imagine if, for example, you were owning the villain character in Zelda or in Pokemon, in any other game, and every time someone lose, whenever they get game over, you're actually earning money. This is a very original concept that is very unique to this game that they created, and I think this is going to be very exciting to see how that evolves. So how many different type of mobs can you have? There are 12,600 total mobs split by 6 unique rarity types. Mobs also come with various abilities and lineage. So in this game, you have the concept of recruiting. So what is that? A recruit is essentially like an egg in Axie Infinity. So when you're recruiting, you essentially breeding your raiders, and the derived product are recruits. Generation 1 to 3 can pay a set of Auvrum token to receive one of the next generation raiders during recruiting events. Here is some more details about the different genre that you can actually breed. Same, rare, uncommon, common, and fairy. What about raiders generation? It's important to note generation affects gameplay. Earlier generation raiders receive a percentage Auvrum boost in game token when participating in the game. The boost decreases every generation until reaching 0% at generation 7. Just like every game, earlier generation mean more value. So if you can get your hand on an early generation raider, that will mean more value over time. I was able to also find this page that covers some of the mobs at CryptoRaiders.xyz/bestiary, where you can search the different mobs that you can buy in-game and learn about them. Learn a little bit more details about all those bestial animals over here. Mobs have a certain amount of rarity. When the mobs defeat a raider, the owner will get a portion of the raider's gear and Auvrum. Mobs are not playable, but they do offer a great option for getting into the CryptoRaiders ecosystem as a passive option. Mobs are currently only collectible. Soon, mobs will provide utility to players in the CryptoRaiders ecosystem. The rarity of mobs ranges from the more common and weaker fodder to the top tier stronger mythic. Fodder, 38% rarity, you get common, 28%, uncommon, 15% rares, 10% rarity, epic, 5%, legendary, only 3% rarity. There's only 375 legendary mobs in this game. You got mythic, 125 only in the game at a 1% rarity for a total of 12,500 mobs. This is just more information about mobs that you can find on the blogs directly, about the total supply of mobs, the 7 mobs rarities, and 13 mobs type with multiple subtype, and 33 possible special move. So we just discussed the first 2 NFT, which were the characters and the mobs, but you also have the ability to own mounts. So mounts are technically digital horses. They are a Raiders add-on that have in-game DeFi utility. They can increase farming speed within the bank portal and can be equipped by Raiders to increase their in-game travel time between location, cities, and quests. I need to get my hand on one of those. I believe that they're going to become more expensive over time if they have economic advantages. So in this game, you not only can own the enemy, but you can also own the music in the game, guys, as well as the achievement. So you can also own the achievement in this game. Yeah! So what about tokenomics? So in this game, you have a couple of tokens, and I'm going to start by talking about some of the main token of this game. So you got the Auvrum token, a variable supply token with an initial mint of 1 billion. In order to balance the game economy, we reserve the right to mint and burn Auvrum as needed, as well as to adjust the prices of various activities. Auvrum is used on such a character creation and dungeon. Auvrum will be earned by completing dungeon and future quests. The more difficult a quest or dungeon, the more Auvrum a player stands to earn. Certain characters models also earn bonus Auvrum, such as the 7,500 Genesis character will have a 30% Auvrum bonus. Wow! So they expect the Auvrum token to be highly liquid with a fluctuating price. While the price will increase as the game becomes more popular, we do not intend for it to represent the CryptoRaiders economy value as a whole. So earn Raiders by staking Auvrum magic. So they have a staking platform that you can access on the website. 50% of the supply goes to incentivizing liquidity provider, split evenly between 2 pools, distributed over 4 years. There's no lockup on staking. Earlier generation Raiders receive a higher Auvrum bonus when participating in the ecosystem. That's what we talked about earlier, the 30% increased bonus that they'll be getting. Think of Auvrum like SLP for Axie Infinity. So burning is coming soon in the game. Raiders will have the choice to participate in perma-death dungeon runs, while the potential reward are glorified. Losing a Raider in a dungeon battle is permanent. The NFT will be useless and out of the CR circulation forever. A very interesting burning mechanism for the characters of the game, obviously giving more value to other characters. More utility too, because it's creating an incentive for recruiting, because then if a lot of characters die, then you're going to need more characters. I feel like this game might end up being more costly as well. As I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of tokens for this game currently living on the Polygon blockchain. You got Auvrum, you got shards, occasionally dropped by difficult enemies and their minions. They are used by guildmaster to forge guild seals, but shards can also be used in more arcane endeavor. Then you got wood, iron, graphite, gold, loaf, min now, apple, lobster, cheese. Guys, there's so many items. If you guys want to read more about the in-game resource, make sure to check out play.cryptoraiders.xyz/currency bridge, and you'll learn about all the ERC20 tokens that the game has to offer. Graphite, gold, loaf, min now, apple, lobster, cheese. Guys, there's so many items. If you guys want to read more about the in-game resource, make sure to check out play.cryptoraiders.xyz/currency bridge, and you'll learn about all the ERC20 tokens that the game has to offer. So once you go into your account in the game, you also notice that there are ways for you to directly trade some of those items. Right now, you can trade your Raider, your Auvrum, your Grimweed, and your Eye of New Tea, whichever this is. New Eyes have always had strange mystical properties. Perhaps combined with the right herbs, you can make something useful. All right. Then there's the Raider Banks. So the Raider Banks is where you are staking your token. So in this context, Raiders to earn Auvrum, and you can also stake in a liquidity pool, Raider with Wrap Ethereum, Raider Magic, Auvrum Magic, and Auvrum USDC. And by staking your Raider token, you're earning APR, an APR of 189%, and all the way up to 232% for the Auvrum Magic pool. Currently, pretty high TVL. We got 6 million on this pool, 6.4 on the Raider Magics, 5 million on the Auvrum Magics, and about 6.2 million in the Auvrum USDC. Guys, pretty close to 24 to 25 million dollar currently stake in this pool. Almost 45 million dollar lock on the Raider staking, and about 25 million in the LP. A lot of investment being put into this game. That gives us a sense of how many people are investing into this ecosystem. Dungeon are currently the core competence of gameplay in the CryptoRaiders Alpha. Dungeon are RNG-based simulation that require a Raider character. While you don't control the movement of your Raider, equip them with proper gear, stats, and send them off. CryptoRaiders inspiration came from Zed-Run and World of Warcraft. And so you are a participant essentially watching your Raiders going to the dungeon and fighting. You're going to have a couple stats in order to know, but this is where you kind of like a participant just like watching what's happening. And maybe this is an earlier component of the game. Dungeon contain valuable loots, all of which can be sold or purchased, and house and dangerous mobs that eventually can eliminate Raiders forever. Every Raiders gets 5-time runs per week. 5-time run per week, but if you want to go into more dungeon, you can actually spend your Auvrum in order to get dungeon key and access more dungeon throughout the week as well. You can control your Raiders through turn-based mob battles, but be careful, you never know which could be your last. It's a play to earn, but there's a huge risk where you can actually lose your asset. One of the gameplay mode that they're also going to add is Duels. Duels utilize the same turn-based battling style as a one-on-one PvP. Duels are a new addition to the ecosystem. They are currently functional, but only against the AI. The team has huge plans for the future of Duels, and there will be an in-game staple. So you can compete for Auvrum in season and tournament, enable Duels to passively earn Auvrum without playing, stats tracking, leaderboard with rewards and incentive, exclusive gears and rewards. There's also quests. Quests are the newest addition to the game. Send your Raider on an adventure quest to accumulate resources useful in dungeon, crafting, enchanting, and more. Quests are the only way to obtain certain loot, valuable and with numerous functionalities that can instantly be sold. We're going to look into quests in a little bit. The team has planned to integrate numerous mini games to earn Auvrum plus other reward. Fishing is the first minigame set to release this Q1 2022. Raiders can fish to earn loot, reward, and other annual prizes in utility. CryptoRaiders has already budgeted for over 1.2 million in Esport Tournaments. We know how we like tournaments. Depending on the growth of our game, this number could likely grow up. Looking forward to the first player to earn over 6-figure from our tournament. The plan is monthly CR tournament with minimum $100,000 per month winning. This is my account. I haven't had a chance to experience the full gameplay yet, but the only part that I actually played with was the quest. So I sent my raiders, which is this one, this little naked guy right here. Level 1 generation 4, and I sent him on a quest to hunt for Grimweed. Total quest time is 8 hours 55 minutes. You know, I did it yesterday. I wanted to see how long the quest is, to kind of like play, you know, try to play with the game a little bit more before I did this in-depth review. And then this guy was gone for 8 hours. I was like, what? Maybe once he's get back, I'll be able to finally get to play the gameplay. I haven't sent him in a dungeon yet, but I was like, oh, do I really want to send him in a dungeon when he's naked? Well, I believe we'll be able to buy some outfit from them very soon. You have the ability to equip your recruit with different items, so you can give him some tools and you can also give him a mount like a horse. So don't send your raiders into a dungeon without equipping him. You don't want to send this naked guy out there without anything in his hand. That will just suck. You have your stash. I was talking earlier about dungeon keys. So dungeon keys give you your raider access to run extra dungeon. So if you run out of your keys, the 5 keys that you get, then you can use your Auvrum and you can buy keys. So 25 Auvrum for 1 key, all the way to 500 Auvrum for 20 keys, and you get access to dungeon. How often can my character raid dungeon? Each raider receives 5 dungeon runs for free on Wednesday at midnight. These weekly raids appear on a per raider basis as opposed to wallets, ensuring that all raiders have an even playing field. So 5 raids per week. Raiders who wish to continue beyond those runs can spend Auvrum to purchase dungeon keys. Dungeon keys can be spent on purchase entries into dungeon, with costs varying from 1 to 3 keys depending on the difficulty of the dungeon. And then of course you can find the Auvrum token address, staking and more at CryptoRaiders banks. Let's look into the price of this token, guys. We're specifically looking right now at the Raiders token right here. Market cap of 27 million. Still pretty early to get into it in comparison. Let's check AXS in comparison right now, just to give you a sense. Went all the way to 3.8, but then crashed right here to 3.6 million. So in comparison, CryptoRaiders right now, the market cap is only at 27 million. I'm gonna buy some Raiders, guys. No investment advice. No investment advice. Okay, and then we got Auvrum token that you can buy as well. And Auvrum token market cap not just close right here, but Aurum's gonna be very similar to SLP. So this is the token that you're gonna be getting pretty much when you're playing the game. Roadmap. So coming in Q1 2022 in the CryptoRaider in-game marketplace, here are all the items that you're going to be seeing. All loot earned found in-game can be bought and sold for Auvrum at the marketplace. Everything in this ecosystem has value. There will be a flat 2.5% marketplace fee gifted back Raiders stakers. So if you stake your Raider token, what you're earning is a percentage of the fees from the marketplace. So some of the items that are coming here, guys, you got finally my Raider can wear some outfit. We're getting some clothes. Some clothes are coming, guys. Yeah! Oh my god. No. Finally. Some clothes are coming for your Raiders. So you're gonna get some items that are probably going to have some economic value or maybe some benefit in combat. So you're gonna getting some cool clothes here. I'm probably gonna get the green one right here. Then you're gonna be getting some swords, accessories, arms, and so on. Roadmap. So coming in Q1 2022 in the CryptoRaider in-game marketplace, here are all the items that you're going to be seeing. All loot earned found in-game can be bought and sold for Auvrum at the marketplace. Everything in this ecosystem has value. There will be a flat 2.5% marketplace fee gifted back Raiders stakers. So if you stake your Raider token, what you're earning is a percentage of the fees from the marketplace. Some of the items that are coming here, guys, we're getting some clothes. Some clothes are coming, guys. Yeah! Oh my god. No. Finally. Some clothes are coming for your raiders. So you're gonna get some items that are probably going to have some economic value or maybe some benefit in combat. Then you're gonna be getting some swords, accessories, glimmer of hope, hodgers of revenge. Some pretty cool accessories here for your offense. You're also going to be getting the children cries. This is creepy, guys. What the heck is that? What? Seasonal Reaper, Seasonal Carol, and you're going to be getting Guardian Lair. As you can see, there's a release date for some of those items. I believe that some of these might already be released or available somehow. In Halloween 2021, they were the Seasonal Reaper. In Christmas, we got Seasonal Carol. Guys, so my Crypto Raider already have outfit and I kept him naked? Yeah! What the heck? We're gonna need to get him some clothes. Thank you to the thread guy.if for writing an incredible thread about Crypto Raiders. This is a thread that I've been reading where I got most of the information that we talked about today. Yeah, thank you. Big thanks to him. Big thanks to thread guy for writing those threads. And if you guys want to follow Crypto Raiders on Twitter, it's at crypto_raiders. Make sure to check them out if you're interested to play the game. We are still early. I'm still exploring the game. And guys, we already have a guild in Crypto Raiders. It's called Astronaut Raiders. Guys, we are in this. We're good. When my raider come back from his little quest, I'm going to definitely add him into this guild. He's going to be the first member of the guild. If you're getting characters, let me know. Come join the guild here. And I'm going to be trying to get more character. If the game generates some revenue, I'll definitely consider doing that. Check it out, guys. Stay tuned for this one. If you have any question about today's video, make sure to comment below. Join the guild. If you want to join the guild, we are the Astronauts. So join us at Astronauts on Discord. You can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/astronaut. And guys, thank you so much for watching and see you guys on the next one.